channel, it's Whitney with That Whitney Life. In this video, I have some really cute Valentine's decor for you, and it's kind of on the rustic side, which I love, and it's really easy to do. So if you're interested to see how these turned out, just keep on watching. All right, DIY number one. These are Dollar Tree mason jars, and then the Dollar Tree wooden heart stickers. Now they have like a little tiny foam piece on the back of it, so I decided that I needed to go back and glue them on, which you are going to need to because they don't stick on for very long at all. So that's what I did. I did one mason jar with 2 of the red hearts, one with 2 of the wooden hearts, and then one with 2 of the pink glitter hearts. And that was really it for the mason jar. These are going on my coffee bar. I'm going to put one with chocolate spoons in it, one with peppermint spoons, and then the other one with coffee. So I decided, since I'm going with a little bit more of a rustic look, I wanted to put some jute twine on it. You can definitely get jute twine from the Dollar Tree. This was given to me by my mother-in-law. I just wrapped the top of it, 3, 4, 5 times. And then I'm going to make a simple jute twine bow. So leave a little bit of a tail, wrap it around your fingers, maybe 10 times. And then cut off a little excess piece of twine and tie it off together. And then and make sure you double knot it too. And then you just cut the excess off. And that is a super easy, really cute rustic jute twine bow. I put these on a lot of different things. I really like them. And then I just glued that on the jar. And that was it for these jars. I think they turned out really cute. I love them on my coffee bar, on my little 2-tier tray that I made for Christmas, and hey, it worked for Thanksgiving. It worked for Valentine's Day too. I'm kind of hungry, so maybe that's why I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. I don't know. Anyways, these are cute. Now this next one is these are 3 wine glasses that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna wrap these in jute twine. You've seen me use these wine glasses for a million different things, but I think this one, it's going to be the last for these. I ended up having to use more glue than I was hoping. So I think these are just going to stay the way they are, but I love how they turned out, so I'm not really mad at it. Now, what I would say about these is, after I did this first one, I kind of learned a lesson that starting from the bottom and going to the top works a lot better. It looks better and you use less glue. So take it from me, I make mistakes, so you don't have to. Now this is the gingham print Dollar Tree ribbon. It's red and white, and I'm just taking a strip of that and wrapping it around the center of the wine glass. And then I'm going to glue one of these little red hearts to it and put some boxwood in it. And that I got at Walmart, and it was like 98 cents for the pick. So super good deal. I've had it for quite some time. It holds up really well. And that was it for these. I did the same thing to all 3 of them, except the largest one, I did run out of the red hearts. So I used a pink one, but I don't care. I think it looks really cute. And this is probably my favorite tablescape that I've done so far. I really love them, and I'm going to use them probably every year. So I'm happy about it, and I think they're cute. This next one is really, really easy. This is a candlestick holder that I found at Goodwill for about $5. And then that is a Dollar Tree burner cover that I ripped off another project. That's why it kind of looks all nasty, but you're not even going to see that part, so that's fine. I'm taking E6000 and a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to glue these puppies together. And I'm going to let that dry. I put some weight on top of it too, and I'm going to let that dry overnight. And then I gave it a couple coats of Rust-Oleum spray enamel in shell white. And these are little table scatter plastic hearts from the Dollar Tree. It comes in quite a large pack. I still have a lot left over from this project. I want to say it's 50, 75, something like that. I just glued these around the bottom and then around the top, like the sides of the top of the tray. I just had kind of like this really vintage look in my brain. When I started going, it really reminded me of some dishes that were handed down to me from my grandmother that are World War II glass. And it is, the style is like a bubble glass with ruby flashing. So, and then I have a King's Crown ruby flash as well. So that's just really what I had going, for this project. And I really think it's cute how it turned out. I know this is a little bit different than what I would usually do. Usually I would put some jute twine around the top or maybe like some pearl strands, but hey, we're in Valentine's and we need to really go all out for this, you know? Spread the love, you guys. So I just kept going around the top. I probably used maybe 3/4 of the pack or so, but that was it. And this is how it turned out. I think it's stinking cute. I just styled it with some roses and a little Dollar Tree gnome and a little heart that says "You're my person" and a candle. And I love it. This next one is probably my favorite. This is a foam heart from the Dollar Tree. I just cut off that little hanging heart in the center of it, and I'll use that for a different project. And then these are Dollar Tree roses. I got 3 bundles of each, and I probably used about 7.5 bundles. So I did have some left over. I wanted to only cut one pick at a time, or like one bundle at a time of each color, because I wanted to keep intact as much as I could so I could use it for later projects. And now I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, and also when I cut them, I left a tiny bit of the stem left. So I'm going to go ahead and glue them down, but I wanted a little extra security so I could push the stem down into the heart. I'm going to glue these on in bundles of 3. So I'll do 1 pink, 1 red, and 1 white. And I didn't want any 2 of the same color touching, if that makes any sense. I really wanted to have them alternate as much as I could. And this actually didn't take that long. I think I maybe spent 45 minutes just gluing everything. And I did have to end up going back and just kind of touching things up, but because I think I missed a couple of spots. But really, this was really easy to do. And my husband walked in and he's like, "Oh, what are you working on?" So I showed him and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to do the whole thing. Like, I'm going to cover," I was about halfway done, and it's like, "I'm going to cover, the entire heart with the roses." And he's like, "It actually, like, even if you wanted to stop there, it would look really nice." And so if you only want to cover half of this, it actually looked really nice halfway covered as well. So whatever you're going for, whatever your style is, I just really wanted to cover. I have had this in my brain for a while, what I wanted to do. So, I was going with it. I was going to finish this dang thing, and I was going to cover the entire heart with roses. And I absolutely love this. It's, like I said, this is probably one of my favorite projects that I've done thus far, and maybe one of my favorite wreaths so far. I really love it. I think it's beautiful. So now all of the roses are on. I took these galvanized Dollar Tree words that says XOXO, and I just glued that in the center. And now I have to have a way to hang it. So I took a piece of jute twine and just kind of made a little loop and put a large dollop of glue down, glued that on, and then this is a tag from a previous, product that I just cut a little strip of just to secure that down. Waited for that to dry, and I hung it up, and that was it. Yeah, I missed a bit of a spot there. There's a gap, and I didn't realize it, but that is all. I think it's so pretty. I hung it on a little wall hanging that I made out of Dollar Tree picture frames, and I just, with a command strip, I just changed this out for every holiday. I think it's beautiful. I love it. So this last one is just a super easy DIY. This is just to spruce up maybe a pillow, a decorative pillow that you want to add a little pizzazz to. This is actually a no-sew pillow that I made last year for Christmas. And I'm going to make it into Valentine's Day. And this is a felt heart from the Dollar Tree, just one of the pink ones. And I took an upholstery needle. Now this needle is way too big for this project, but it's the smallest one I had. So I had to make it work. And I threaded some jute twine through the eye of it. And now I am going to just kind of stitch this on. The beginning and end of this was the hardest part because I wanted to conceal the knot. So I went underneath the foam heart, or the felt heart, and I had to glue the knot a little bit so it wouldn't move. But it ended up working out fine. So now I'm going to basically just weave this in and out. So it kind of, it looks like it's stitched down, that's all I don't know how else to describe it, I guess. There's a lot of different stitches you can do on this too. I'm just not the best sewer in the world. I'm actually quite terrible. My lovely mother gave me a sewing machine because I really do want to learn how to sew, and I still have not used it yet. Bless her heart. I love that she gave that to me. I really need to just learn how to do it. YouTube University, or my mom can help me. She's an amazing sewer, but I'm just really terrible at it. So I chose the easiest stitch that I could, and I think it turned out really cute. At the end, when I got to the end of it, I will show you what I had to do to conceal the knot again. It wasn't the easiest feat, but it worked out. It worked out okay, and you can't see the knot, so I'm happy about that. So when I came to the last stitch, instead of going out, I don't know how to explain it. Instead of going out to the next hole on the heart, I lifted the heart up so I could tie this off underneath the felt heart. If that you'll see what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm making really any sense at all. Really at all. That was probably just some sort of psychobabble that you're like, what is this lady talking about? But you'll see what I'm doing. I really don't know how to explain it. This ended up working out really well. I did double knot it just for some security. And then I snipped off the excess, and that worked out really well. So now I decided I wanted a little jute bow, of course. So I did that same thing, left a little bit of a tail. I got out of camera here, so that's part of it too. So if you're filming, make sure you get out of camera or it's not going to make a nice bow. And then I just snipped off the excess, tied it off with a piece of jute. Make sure you double knot it. Always double knot. And then I glued that on, and here it is. I think it's so cute. I absolutely love this. It was so easy to do, to just spruce up a pillow that you have. And you can do this for every holiday if you want to. But that's everything I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. God bless.